Hey team, very good evening. Am I audible?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Ankita. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. So let me see if I can make you host, and you can enable your video.
Okay. Sir, I can enter. Yeah. Am
Good
I
to see you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me claim back my. Right.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you, sir. What about you?
I'm very good. Thank you as well.
Yes.
Okay, I think the live streaming is already happening.
Yes.
Um, all right. So we'll start the session. Hello, everyone. My name is Ashok Veda, and I have Ankita Das with us. And Ankita Das recently have transitioned to data science career. She is working with uh, Cogvision.ai currently. And today she is with us to share her success story. And of course, she has done her certified data scientist course from DataMites. And this session is to know her experience and learn from her preparation and stuff. Ankita, I'll start with congratulating you. You
Thank you
have
so
done a
much.
fantastic job. I would like to start with your profile, like before joining DataMites. What was your profile? And yeah, we'll start from there.
Yes, sir. So I graduated. I completed my graduation in EEE, that is Electrical and Electronics Engineering, in 2017. And recently in Feb 2022, I started preparation for data science in DataMites. And here I am now got recruited in Cogvision.
Okay, wonderful. Which batch are you from?
Feb 2022.
Feb 2022, which means you have
Seventh Feb. Yeah, it started seventh.
seventh Feb batch.
Yeah.
So you completed your training on last year, December, somewhere around that.
Yes.
Just a month ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Um, so sorry, you're from which background? The graduate.
Electrical and electronics.
Okay, which means yeah. Do you know a programming background? Do you have a programming background as well?
Actually, we had this OOPS, but not so acquainted with programming languages.
All right, conceptually, which you read in your.
Yes, correctly.
Which place are you from?
I'm from West Bengal.
West Bengal. All right. Okay. Wonderful. So, so before you taken up this course, you don't have programming knowledge, nor the statistics, right?
No, sir. No, sir.
How was your journey? I mean, let me start with how did you discover DataMites?
Okay, sir. So basically, my two friends were also doing course from DataMites only. So I came to know from them, and they are also having a brilliant career through DataMites only.
They are
And
working as well.
yeah, they are working as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. So through that, I came to know about DataMites, and startingly it was quite hard because I'm not from that much programming background. So grasping all that was quite tough for me. But apparently, I started grasping all the things as the Shuvangi ma'am was our main lecturer. Yeah.
Okay.
So like how she guided us, obviously. It was
Very
good.
good. Very good. Shivangi is also my colleague in Rubik's. She delivers the AI/ML project. That's one of the things with DataMites. We have practitioners as mentors. That really helps because they come up with the industry experience.
Yes.
Very nice. So February 7th, you started, and the first phase was the phase 2, which is core concepts, right?
Yes, sir.
So which topic you found difficult in the first, like you have three main topics: statistics, Python programming, and of course, machine learning.
Yes, sir.
Which one you found it?
Python programming was only difficult, and that is the basic. I will tell everyone should start preparing from day one. That
I
is the
agree.
main thing. So that was the point. I faced challenges. Otherwise, machine learning was very good. I used to understand very well. And statistics, some parts were clear to me and some were not. But apparently, when I started studying and also researching and doing everything, I got to know.
Okay, wonderful. So your suggestion is Python is something, if you're not from the technical background, you have to do it from the day one.
Yes, sir. Practice Python, because in interviews also, that is the first phase.
Correct.
Yes,
Okay, so when you say Python, what level of Python? Because you're not learning OOPS and other things, right? Python is a basic Python, what you're talking about.
yes, yes. They should start from basic only. If basic is clear, apparently they can start learning the OOPS concept also. So basic, let them learn the basic, then go to the higher level.
Right. Very good. So this was 4 months of your phase 2, right? So
Yes,
4
sir.
months you're learning Python. How much time is spent on Python in the initial, like how many
Uh,
weeks, months?
Sir, it took quite a month. Still learning Python. That is not enough. Still coding, still learning Python. So apparently, for me, it was like 1 month or more than 1 month to grab all the concepts.
Roughly 1 month,
Yeah.
plus or minus a week, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there's also conception in the market that someone from non-coding background, they may not, I mean, they think data science is not relevant for them, but it's just a matter of a month of disciplined work, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfect. Exactly, sir. If one starts practicing, then it will be very handful to them. Otherwise, they will find difficult.
True. Okay. How about statistics? What are the things you learned in statistics? Was it okay?
Yes, sir. Statistics, I told, like, first of all, understanding some of the topics was difficult, but apparently I started learning. And obviously, mentors were there. Whenever we needed them, they were there. Some doubt sessions were there. They cleared our doubts and all.
Okay, wonderful. So you have a mentor support all the time.
Yes.
So machine learning, right? It looks machine learning is really a rocket science, but you have crossed and you are now working as a data scientist. What's your role? Data scientist or ML engineer?
ML engineer.
Okay, working as an ML engineer. Is it a rocket science?
Yes, sir, you can say and you can't say also. Actually, it's a rocket science. I will tell. Like, it's in your hand if you want
Yeah,
it.
but rocket science, when you say, we use that phrase to say that it's very difficult. Was it difficult?
Not so difficult, not easy.
Right. How much time you think completely novice who has no knowledge about machine learning will take to learn machine learning?
Sir, 1 month is enough. One more than 1.5 is enough.
So if it is 1 month, it is not a rocket science.
Sir,
Essentially,
actually, you will come with the concepts, but getting deep into it, also with the mathematical intuition and all that, it takes time.
right. But most of the time, what you need is a conceptual understanding and application of it, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
Is any of your interviewers asked about the mathematical formula about the machine learning? Anyone asked about it?
In one interview, I faced like that. Do you know the mathematical intuition? So actually, they don't ask. If I be true.
But if you ask mathematical intuition, they'll be usually talking about the objective function and the way the formulas.
Yes,
For
yes,
example, if you
yes,
take random forest, you talk about the Gini formulas, entropy
yes,
formulas.
yes. That
If
only
you
was
talk about,
asked about
if you talk
what
about
is the
naive Bayes,
difference. Yes, sir.
if you talk about naive Bayes, they'll ask about Bayes theorem, isn't it? The formula for the
Yes,
Bayes
yes,
theorem.
yes, sir. Correct, sir.
All right. So machine learning takes about a month or maybe 2 months if you put hard work. And then it might be in rocket science, but you can definitely learn it in 2 months, right?
Yes, sir.
How much time you spend per day in your journey, in your learning, in the phase 2 of your DataMites course? How much time you spend per day?
I spent a lot of time. Like during my learning session, I used to like 7, 8 hours. Obviously, some breaks were there. And
Yeah.
when I started with project works, I used to do all the project works and all fully 9, 12, 10 hours it used to take for me.
Okay. You're the first person who transitioned. I've been doing the success story for quite some time. Many people, as 2 days before, I've done one as well.
Okay, sir.
But most of the people say 2 to 3 hours. You're the only one saying 7, 8 hours, which is very impressive. So you have really worked hard
Yes, sir. Yes,
for
sir.
4 months.
Because concept, someone will be okay, fine. I know the basics, I know these, but exactly getting to that point and conceptually getting it clear is very difficult, actually, if we see.
Right. So on an average, you spent about 6 to 7 hours
Yes.
every day in your 4 months of phase two.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So phase three, the project phase. Who was your team members? There are 3 members together, right? 3 or 4.
Yes, it was Kavita and Prasant.
Okay, 3 of you.
Yes.
So were they good?
Yes, sir, they were good.
Okay, very good. So how was your project experience?
So to be true, the first project which I got it was very difficult, and I started going through it, and mentors also helped me when I was in doubt. So it was very good, sir. Actually,
Very good
I actually got to know like lots of things from my first project only.
project.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the whole point of it, because the first phase two, you learn the concepts with the smaller learning data sets,
Correct,
and
sir.
the projects you actually do end to end. How many projects you have done in your project phase?
No, sir, I completed everything, and the client
Four
project also.
projects.
Yes, sir.
Four projects and the live project as well.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So now the interview part. Is it a first interview you cracked? How many interviews you
So
attended?
it was like 5 to 6 interviews because, and one more thing, mostly will tell to choose the interview what you are giving. It's also a very difficult thing because first we don't know what they are going to ask. Apparently, we get to know, okay, this is suitable for us or not.
So attending few interviews, you get to know what kind of role you actually fit in, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Right. So what was the first companies? I mean, don't have to reveal the companies. So you have
Ah.
attended four, you actually failed 4 interviews, isn't it?
Yes, sir. 1, 2, I was failed at the last round only. So it was very difficult time.
Okay, so this is something I tell a lot of people. On an average, it's about 4 failures before you actually get into the right job.
Yes,
Some
sir.
people are lucky; they get it in the first take. It's just a lucky, right?
Yes, sir.
Usually, first interview when you fail, or any first or second, when you fail in interview, the
Hmm.
important thing to do, what you'd have done, go back and revise the topics,
Yes, sir.
which so also the PAT team from DataMites help you to understand where did you go wrong. And most see, data science is a really vast topic. And in fact, if you take statistics or machine learning, they are vast by itself, right?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
So you just have to know the key concepts and the things which is relevant for the industry. So when you fail in the interview, the first thing you have to do, come back and see what are the things you failed, and then just brush it out. If you don't know the concept, go back to your mentors, or maybe your team project mentor, or the phase two mentors. Learn from them.
Yes, sir.
Go back to your notes, and then positively go back. Because I am telling this especially because I do have some people coming to me from DataMites who failed the interview and they're very depressed. Like I failed, as if like so interview failure is just a stepping stone. So I particularly insist on the people who are successful that on an average, it takes about 3 to 4 failures. That is very normal in the industry. And that's
Yes.
kind of like stepping stone for the success.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So the current company you joined, how is the job? What kind of work you do then?
Sir, mainly it's a video analytics. Okay,
Video analytics.
they are working on video analytics. So we are that only, sir, mainly
Okay.
goes on FRS and all.
So you mostly work on video analytics, means you're working on CNN, convolution neural network, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything is going on. And still, yeah, camera. Mainly they are working on camera vision and all that.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. Okay, so that is all from my side. We have like 10-15 minutes already. I would like to know your message to the people. So you are from electrical and electronic background, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and you are now become a ML engineer, right?
Yes.
Which is, just want to say, in industry, if 100 people are moving towards data scientist or ML engineer, 70% are from non-computer science background, right? This is a stat. It is not something I'm telling. If you look at any reports across the world, 70% of the people who are moving towards data science and ML engineers and AI are from non-tech backgrounds, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you are another proof of it, right? So it is possible to move from non-tech background within an year, learning, practicing, and actually getting into the career,
Yes,
right? What
correct.
is your message to the people? What do you want to say to the aspiring people?
Sir, I will say don't get afraid of codes or any programming language. Data science is a vast area. It's unstoppable journey. But if you are starting this journey, start preparing from day one. Start all the basics, learn the basics. That is very important. In any interview, they will ask the basics first. So that then they will go to advanced level. So be clear with the basics. Python, if it is Python, SQL, anything, please be clear with basics.
Okay, so your
And
message.
there will be failure, but don't be afraid of the failure. Someday success will come.
Okay, so it's very good. In fact, I fully agree with you. Essentially, there are a lot of people who are moving into data science within an year. So it is very much possible. It is not something as a very difficult thing. But she has put 6-7 hours a day. But on an average, I must tell you about 3 to 4 hours is an average. But if you're free, why not 6-7 hours?
Yeah,
So you
exactly,
have
sir.
24 hours a day.
I was at
So
home, so I studied what to do.
correct. So you have spent much more than that.
Yes.
So with about 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours a day, with about 6 to 7 months of preparation, one can become market ready and get transition to the data science. It's the attitude and the confidence which matters. As she said, if you're failing in the first few interviews, just brush it up and attend more interviews. Right.
Yes, sir.
That's
Correct, sir.
that's really good, Ankita. Nice speaking to you. Let me see if you have questions from the people.
Yes, sure.
All right. So I have 4 questions in Q&A. And I request DataMites team to copy paste from other channels, LinkedIn or YouTube. Okay. I have a question from Zahid from Bangladesh, Barishal. So can I get good at data science? Me right now, data engineer. Okay, you know what? Someone who is absolutely not from the data background, become a data scientist in 8-9 months. You're already into data engineering. So definitely yes, Zahid. That's a simple answer. I have another question. I'm an electronic engineer, someone like Ankita. How could I shift to data science? Well, Ankita, you could answer.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just brush it up, just a practice from day one, and you will get a good idea of data science.
I have a question from Nikesh, but it's not precise. It's like, I want to start, I'm confused. So confused because not just it is so confused because it is a very big commitment. I understand, Nikesh, because it's about 8 months. What if after 8 months data science is not, you're not getting it, right? You have wasted 8 months of your life, is what is the confusion is. I understand that. Let me tell you, everything in the world is going towards data science. Either you are doing a core data science or ML, or you're doing something else in the industry. Data science is going to cut through your life. If not this year, this year, in next few years, it becomes a necessary skill. So even if you are not moving into data science role, you will get into data science. Even if you're a project manager, business analyst, data science become a part of it, right? I'm saying it that there is no need to confuse on this, because data science becomes a necessary skill. All right. All right. I have another question. You can also see the question, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, here is like, is the project help you to crack it? Yes, that is the step stone. That project will help you to crack the interview. That is there is a round where recruiters will ask you about what type of projects you did, the details, the steps. So it is very mandatory.
Ankita, there's another question from LinkedIn. How challenging was this transition?
Actually, yeah, I'm from non-IT background, means non-programming background. So it was challenging. But as I mentioned before also, please start practicing from day one. So it will be challenging. You'll face many challenges during the learning process, during the project process, during interviews. So it was challenging. There is no such like very challenging or less challenging. It will be challenging day by day.
So it's challenging, but it is doable. That's
Yes,
the answer.
correct.
A question from YouTube: is the projects helped you to crack the interview?
Yes,
Yes.
I answered that before only. Yeah, projects are very mandatory. That is how when we learn actual things, when you come to the real phase. And in this interviews also, there will be some rounds when they will be asking what type of projects you did, this step. So attending projects is very mandatory.
Wonderful. A question from existing student of DataMites saying, I'm doing a second project in DataMites. What are your suggestions preparing for interview? YouTube.
Uh,
Yeah.
as you have in this second project, I think you have learned many things. So just revise whatever you have learned still now, and go for the mock interview and also the other interviews coming on your way.
Okay. I have a question from Srigandha. What's up? Okay, so package is around 5 lakhs, and we have agreed, because the client name we are disclosing, we will not be able to tell the exact package. If you really wanted to check, you can always visit DataMites office, but the package is usually between 5 to 10 lakhs if you are a beginner. And if you're experienced, if you have 15, 20 lakhs already, then you can think about 30 to 50% hike when you switch. But as I always say, package isn't a problem, because if you become a data engineer, the ML engineer or data science for 1 year, as I always say, your employer should be worried about your salary, not you, because you will double your salary in 1 year. If they're not able to provide it, you will find another job. So package is not your problem, your employer's problem. So please don't look into the package. Roughly 5 lakhs. Tips to the students in DataMites. Yeah, I think she has given a lot of tips in terms of studying, and I agree with all of them.
Yes.
I have a question. Do I have a first step towards data science? How do you see? First step is pursue a structured course. Again, let me tell you, everything you can learn from a course is already out there. You can find them in YouTube. You can find them in many free sources. Absolutely no question about it. When you enroll for a course, you actually get a structure. You get a pressure. You get a team. You have a mentors behind you attending classes. You will not slip. And also, any doubts you have, rather than spending a lot of time online wasting your efforts, you could actually quickly clarify with your mentors. So the first step is simply find a course which you could afford the time and the money and the duration, enroll to it. That's the serious first step you can take towards your career to data science. I have another question. What will they say about SQL questions? So have any SQL questions, Ankita?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Like most of the interviews, we will face SQL questions. We will face SQL questions, but yeah, SQL questions related to this data science is enough for us. What has been taught during our this learning process, that is enough.
Okay. Which certificates DataMites give? We have IABAC, we have IBM, NASSCOM, JAINx. We are also going to get into MIT very soon, next quarter maybe, but MIT is very expensive. The certification itself is 2 lakhs. I don't really suggest people to take a 2 lakhs only certification, because at the end of the day, it's your skill. When you're attending the interview, people are desperate to get the right people on the floor. So any good decent certification, could be IBM or IABAC or NASSCOM, or if you're India, NASSCOM is valid, right? Is good enough. So only thing is, please don't spend lakhs of money on the certification. Do spend on your skill. That is more important.
Correct, sir.
Satish has a question from Python. Which role I needed to choose? What? From Python, which role I need to choose? No idea. What's the question? From Python. So yeah, it's like I'm attending an interview now. So please rephrase, Satish. I couldn't get the question. I have a question from an anonymous attendee. Which questions troubled you in interview? Ankita, which questions troubled you in interview?
So there were many questions that troubled me, but as I said, that it will trouble, and maybe it's some basic questions also. So once you face the interview, maybe you can crack or you can't crack it. Just go and brush up. There will be many questions. I can't recall exactly now, but there are many questions.
One good thing is, if you fail interview, it's fine. If you've done your work properly, still you fail, that's fine. Well, within DataMites, the placement time is very aggressive. They can find you as many interview calls as you want, right? And only thing you need to make sure is, please don't go to interview unprepared, because it's not just a waste of your time. You're also wasting the client's time and the overall reputation. Everyone will lose. So if you prepare to your best, if you fail, that's perfectly fine. I have a question, I have a question from LinkedIn. What was the toughest round in the interview? That's from LinkedIn.
Python program.
Okay. The answer varies. For Ankita, it's Python. For someone else, it's SQL. But yeah, it depends on the interview attend. For Ankita, it's Python. Okay. And I have another question from LinkedIn. Let us know what exactly you have done during the course. Okay, that's a very open question.
I think the data structure, this whatever we have been taught in DataMites, just go for the learnings, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, complete everything. That is only phase 1. Phase 2, phase 1 is the learning process. Phase 2 will be actually what you have learned, you will implement there. And phase 3, you will be almost near to your journey. So
projects, right?
Yes.
Certified data scientist course from DataMites is pursued by at least more than 30,000 in past 7 years. And I myself trained early days, 2017, 18, 19, about 15,000 folks. Now I'm just taking first few classes. So I can tell you this course is pretty much streamlined to the industry, and every quarter the syllabus is updated. The recent updation we have done, we have added Apache Airflow, which is data orchestration. We have added AWS and Azure as well, which Ankita did not know. So these are the new things we have added. So we keep on adding new things as per the industry requirement, because this industry domain itself is fluid. You always get new tools, new skills required, new topics coming in, new specializations. Certified data scientist course has been evolving from last 6 years, and we update every quarter, right? So you just follow the course as per the structure, because that someone has actually done it. In fact, I'm a part of this review committee of this course. So we actually do a very good work in terms of understanding from the people who got placed, who attended interviews. I work as a recruiter for many Fortune 100 companies hiring data science folks. So I also get a lot of inputs from my industry partners. So we put all of this knowledge back to the certified data scientist course. So you just follow the course, that should be good enough. I have a question from LinkedIn again. Which project have you done? Maybe one project you can mention. I think you have mentioned already.
Yeah, I did this home loan risk default management. That was there, and others also in list. Yeah.
So what is the live project you have done?
So it was based on sales effectiveness.
Sales effectiveness. Okay. Sales effectiveness. Oh, all right, cool. So it's finding which lead to go to, who is best in sales system.
Potential, high potential or low potential.
I know the client. Okay. Can you please summarize what exact fresher need to do on a daily basis? Well, again, I'm going to answer it because she has answered this many times. Just focus on following the syllabus. Is my voice clear, Ankita?
Yes, sir. Perfectly clear.
Okay. So focus on the syllabus. Do not worry about knowing many things, because data science is a very vast topic. If you venture out to learn everything out there, most of the time you get lost, and it's going to take years for you to master everything. Stick to the syllabus on a daily, weekly basis. Revise not only DataMites topics, but also go to YouTube, go to blogs, go to other courses. Only look for those topics on a weekly basis, right? And then just stick to discipline study for like 4 or 5 months. You will be there. Okay. I do have many questions. I'm going to cut it down to a few. Which actual domain did you take? I mean, domain of the data science, likewise, a selected data analytics. Okay. You have taken certified data scientist, right?
Yes, correct.
So she has taken certified data scientist. So if you take certified data scientist, ML is a part of it. So you could actually apply for ML engineer or data scientist or even analytics, for example. Satish has another question. Oh, same Satish, which I didn't get the first time. If I am good in Python, which job shall I take? ML or data scientist? Well, both are same. Data scientist is an umbrella term. ML is what you actually do at the ground, Satish. Okay. You can take any. In fact, it's just a change of title. The work remains more or less same. Sai Prasad has a question. What challenges you faced in interviews and you failed? I think she has told many times. She faced Python challenges and she failed in Python for first few interviews. Then she revised and he attended. Anonymous attendee has a question. Do you know what do you know about data visualization? New question. Data visualization.
So go to this Seaborn and Matplotlib is there, right? So just explore that two libraries and you'll come to know many things about that.
Right. And also this certified data scientist also has a Tableau foundation.
Yeah, correct.
That's also visual analytics. So that's so which domain did she choose in data science and DataMites? Again, when you say domain, it's certified data scientist. That's the area. If you're asking about industry, certified data scientist is a neutral course, right? So you could step into any industry from this, if that's the question. I have a question. I've completed theory classes, but nervous about exam. You know what? That's good. It shows that you're serious. Be nervous, but don't get that nervousness in your test. So IABAC exam is not that tough. It is tough, but you will not fail, right? So you will get a bad score. I don't want anyone to get a bad score, but you will not fail. Just to help you. Being nervous is good, which means you're serious. So put a good effort, but very less people fail in the IABS exam. You might get a bad score, but you could actually pass. Okay. Last question, maybe. I took data analytics. What will the most important concept to study and the job roles? Oh, okay. So data analytics is not her domain. She is into data science. Data analytics, only thing is it doesn't have a Python. It has a Python, but Python is not really focused on data analytics. We use different tools, GUI tools for machine learning, right? What you need to focus most is statistics and machine learning itself. Without Python, you can do machine learning. We can have Azure Studio. We can drag and drop. Maybe Ankita, for you, the world is moving towards non-coding machine learning nowadays, right? So there is a lot of people who don't know coding and who don't want to know coding. They can also do machine learning using the GUI tools, right?
Yes.
That's the answer for you, Sangeeta. Machine learning is what you have to focus. All right. All right. We have actually taken 30 minutes. Thank you very much, Ankita. I know that you didn't have a time. It was a very quick planning. I really thank you for taking time. And also you're an inspiration for a lot of people. As I always say, your words are more valuable than mine because you actually become a data scientist, ML engineer by studying 9 months. So it gives a lot of confidence to people who are watching this. I wish you all the best in your future career. And I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.